access my SSPAD, which is
What's the meaning of SSPAD?
Success with Student Personal Assessment Diary.
Okay. Okay. So, are you prepared?
No.
You're not. Why are you not prepared?
Because it was unexpected.
Unexpected. But I told you guys yesterday that you're going to have your assessment today. Some of you will have your assessment today, while others will have that tomorrow and every day.
I was not there when see, maybe I went down my pen.
Okay. You stepped out without permission.
No, I asked for permission. So she gave me 1 minute to come by the pen.
It's right. You should have asked your colleagues what was discussed in your absence. It's very important because every conversation that we had yesterday, all the conversations we had yesterday were important. So all the lectures or the lessons were important. So if there is any lesson or lecture or session you missed, you should ask your colleague to update you on all the necessary details or information that are passed or missed. Anyway, now, can you honestly tell me the time you woke up this morning?
Honestly, I woke up 4:30.
4:30. Okay. You have been given a template of how you should plan your day, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Can you do a summary of what you had this morning?
So when I woke up 4:30, I had 5 minutes with God. Then
It's
1
God.
minute of walking around.
Honest too.
Yes.
Be honest.
Yes. 1 minute of walking around. Then I went to make a video for this morning.
Okay.
Then I baked my siblings, bathed them, and brushed them, and got them ready for school. And then I took them to school and then came to this.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. That's quite interesting. Meanwhile, you had skipped an important item in your to-do list, which is
reading,
which is studying, right? So why do you skip that item?
Because there's no time for me to allocate into studying in the morning because my sister will not agree. They'll be like,
okay,
rush.
Your sister will not allow you to do so, right?
Yes.
But your sister is actually responsible for this, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So have you presented to her your to-do list?
Yes, I've presented her my to-do list, but she said in the morning no reading because she have to go to work very early in the morning.
Okay.
So I have to be the one to do the remaining things in the house.
Okay. All right. So, but what time did you plan your startup time? What time do you allocate? What time were you expected to wake up?
4.
You set your alarm for 4.
Yes.
Right? But you woke up around 4:30 today.
Yes.
So you had already rubbed yourself for 30 minutes. So if you had woken up at exactly 4 a.m., you would have had 30 minutes of at least reading. So you see, you are just making excuses for us. Just making excuses. So if you have woken up that 30 minutes, you have saved yourself that 30 minutes. You'll have studied for at least 30 minutes. And that you'll have grasped some things or follow up on some lectures that you had actually missed or new ideas or brainstorm on new topics, topics and the objectives, subject. All right. That being said, let's go over your SSPAD. So aside the morning hours, what other time have you agreed with your sister that you should study?
In the evening, like around 4 to 6.
Okay.
Yes, 4 to 6, or sometimes 8 to 10.
8 to 10. So, but the expected study time for the day was what? Was 4 hours. So, is there any plan, any way, is there any plan towards achieving that 4 hours? What is the plan? How do you plan on achieving that 4 hours?
My plan was to read from 4 to 6, then take a break, like 1 hour, 2 hours, because I have to go and make food for my students' classes. So
Okay.
then I continued from 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Yes, that was
Okay.
my plan, but it did not turn out great. Well, I'm still trying to adjust.
Adjust. Okay. It's all right. Let's see, how much you've been able to achieve this year since you started lessons, right? Let's look back for the past 1 week. This is the first formal sessions I'm having with you this year, right? Okay. So we should have a session like this next week. By the time we're having this session next week, you should have done better, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. The last time you studied was, you were given the guide, right?
Yes.
Which date? The date, 27th of January 2024. This was the last time you used your SS part to study, right?
No, it was
okay.
Of January.
I'm not seeing different dates here. Okay, I'm seeing 28th of January.
Yes.
So it presupposes that throughout this month, you've not had a personal study time in preparation for your upcoming examinations.
No, I've had. It's just that, like, I gave some of my SS part to use for the format, but it's not really back.
Okay. Do you have any other material where you have documented what you have studied?
No. I just use online apps to study instead of my SS part because she was with it. So I use online app like my school app and this post UTME for UNM.
Okay. So but do you have it recorded somewhere?
Yes.
Where you can trace that on this day I studied this, and that's the essence of the diary.
Yes.
So you should
bookmarked on this. I bookmarked it on the app.
On the app.
Yes.
Now aside the app, you have a notepad, a notebook, hard copy, where you are documented that on this day, what's today's day? 20th of February, I studied online, I did research online, I attempted Q&As. These were the areas of concentrations, these were the objectives, this was what I was able to achieve for that day. For the 2 hours I've studied, for the 1 hour I've studied, for the 30 minutes I've studied, 30 seconds I've studied, this is what I've been able to achieve, right? Well documented. That is the essence of the SS part, right? Yes. So if you are studying for 30 minutes, you should have a well-structured plan and your objective, subject, topics, objectives. Then you should well documented your time, durations, and all other information that needed to be copied or needed to be documented for each moment you've had to study, right? Okay. So this month, throughout from 1st of February to 20th of February, which is today, I have not seen any record where you have studied. So you see, you are already lagging behind. Yes. It suggests, from this assessment, I suggest that you are not taking your studies seriously. You have been busy doing other things, but not busy studying. Recall I told you that you should make the remaining 2 months and some days or some weeks your moment or your time of fasting dedicated to only study, not hunger strike, not abstinence for food, but focusing on your studies alone and doing away from other activities that will distract you from studying. Okay. Right? So please make sure you do that. By the time I'm meeting you next week, I must have a proper record. The last topic that you studied was subsidiary book and source document. The objective was the main objective for the national accounting is to know where to create and debit our sales of goods sold and what's this? And ensure. And is it ensures our entries? These entries in the book must be supported by documentary evidence. So I've seen what you have done here. So at least this is a good template. You know what to do, but just failure to do it is the problem, right? So please, I'm to advise you. different from today. Today, still 20th. Make sure you start using your HSS part judiciously. Success rate to your personal assessment diary. It's nice speaking with you.
Exactly.